Hi there, and welcome to the training for the LAPS volunteer portal. If you're watching this video, you've submitted your application to become a volunteer at LAPS, and we just want to express our gratitude. Without the volunteers that we have in the shelter, we would not be able to do what we do, and we truly appreciate every single one of you that donates your very valuable spare time to us and the animals. All right, let's get going. So, our volunteer portal is the main way that we give out shifts, that we keep track of volunteer hours for things like grants. And also, it's a big part of the communication that we have going back and forth. So, I just wanted to take a minute to run through it all and make sure you all fully understand how the portal works. So, if you head to myimpactpage.com, you'll put in your username and password that you created when you applied. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. And when you log in, it'll take you straight to our volunteer portal. Now, having said that, if you volunteer with other organizations that also use Better Impact for their volunteer portal, you may see both coming up at the same time. That just means that you have to select which organization that you're filling your information in for. So the header at the top here that says LAPS Volunteer Portal will probably rotate with the other organizations. I know I do believe that the blood bank also uses Better Impact. So just make sure that when you're selecting shifts, you're choosing LAPS. Okay, so this is the home page. First thing I'd love to chat about is the edit my profile button right here. I would love if you added a photo. We currently have about 70 volunteers in shelter, but we're always bringing on new volunteers. So especially with the new faces, it's just so great to be able to put a face to the name. So feel free to upload a photo, and that's also where you're going to upload all your current information, your address, your phone number, your email address, just all the information we'll need to get a hold of you. Make sure that you're keeping that information up to date. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a note from me. This is just an instructional note and obviously a huge thank you note. But also, oftentimes I'll add notes in there about events that are coming up, things that are happening in the shelter, just anything that I do feel like I would love you guys to know more about. On the right-hand side, we have our files. And if you click See All Files down here, it'll take you to a list of all the files that we have currently available. As you can see right now, we have a position description for each position that we do have available for volunteers. And we also have a couple other things. We have the LAPS volunteer handbook and standard operating procedures for our radios. All of these are great to look over if you have some time. Not only the volunteer handbook and the SOP for radios, but also the position descriptions, because then you'll have a better idea of what you're interested in and what you're not interested in. Keep an eye on this space because we do intend to be uploading videos for training purposes. So kennel assistant, cat care, all of that will have pretty thorough training videos for you to look over. All right, back to the home page. If you click on the Opportunities tab and skip Opportunity Calendar, I find that to be quite confusing. But if you click on Opportunity List, you'll come up with all the activities that you're trained and qualified to work. So let's say you're a cat care volunteer. So if you scroll down, basically what it does is it shows all the shifts that we have available for cat care. Over on the side here where it says actions, all of our cat shifts are full currently. But on Saturday, October 25th, We have a 3 to 5 p.m. shift that's open, and you could sign up and work that shift if you're trained in cat care. So if you currently are assigned to a cat care shift and you're fully trained, you are more than welcome to sign up to work that shift if you have some free time. That just ensures that our ACAs, animal care attendants, have more time to work with the animals with things like medications, behavioral modifications, and other things that they're specifically trained for. If the volunteers are in doing things like kennel cleanup, feeding them, that sort of thing. And obviously enrichment as well, playing with those cats. Can't forget that. And you can always use the filters. So if you are only available on Saturdays, you can filter the shifts and only the Saturday shifts will show up. And it will show you which Saturdays are available that currently maybe someone's sick or maybe someone's gone on vacation or they can't work their assigned shift that day. We encourage you to click sign up and take those shifts if you can. It's a massive help for us and we truly appreciate it. And of course, that's not just for cat care, that's for every shift we have available. Okay, if you come over to the schedule tab, this is specifically for you. So right now under activity, it says you have no scheduled activity assignments between the dates specified. And that's because I personally don't have any shifts scheduled to me. Once you're trained and fully qualified for the positions, your schedule will show up on this page and show you all the shifts that you're assigned to. On this page, you can also remove any shifts. So if you're going on vacation, you're having company, or you have an appointment, or you just can't make it that day, you would go to this page and click remove shift, and that would let me know that you can't work that day. Then it would also let everyone know, and that shift would then show up on the opportunities page so that someone else could sign up to work it for you. So it's very important that if you can't make shifts that you go ahead and remove that shift from your schedule. Hours, this is where you log your shifts. So basically what you'll do is you'll want to select an activity. I'm just going to pick cat care for now. Your date volunteered was today. Let's hypothetically say I volunteered my 2 hours, and then I save. And that just logs the hours that I worked for that day. Like I said earlier, it's super important that we log all our shift hours, just for things like grants, for things like township, so that the city and the township know how many volunteer hours we're tracking, and so forth. There's actually quite a few reasons we really need to be on top of tracking our volunteer hours. And then, of course, the contact tab. This goes straight to me. So if anytime you need to send me an email, you're more than welcome to use this tab. You're also welcome to program my cell phone into your phone and just text me if you need anything. That's super efficient as well. And then one last tab I want to show you is the My Profile tab. The contact information, that's the same information as Edit My Profile on the home page. Additional info, that is where your waiver and your release are signed. So sometimes the waivers and releases don't come through to us properly. So if I ask you to re-sign your waiver or re-sign your media release, this is where you're going to go in and do that. Qualifications, this will tell you all the qualifications that you've completed, maybe qualifications that you still have to complete. That will tell you where you're sitting at with those. Training. Right now we only have Principle of Disease Transmission in Shelter and Volunteer Orientation. Those are the only trainings we have so far, but we're hoping to add more very soon. I would encourage you to take both of those. You can change your password. Like I said, if multiple organizations that you're volunteering for use Better Impact, you can switch back and forth between them. These are the two things that I really need you to keep updated: your interests. So just selecting the positions that you're wanting to work. If you click on the eye, it gives you a rundown of what that role entails. So if you're thinking that you're not super interested in cats because you're allergic, make sure that you have these cat care and cat enrichment deselected so that I don't try and schedule you for cat shifts. Similarly, if you go down to availability, this just tells me what your availability is going to be. So when I'm trying to match people up with shifts, I can ensure that you're available for the shift that I'm offering you. Note, we don't have evening and night shifts. We only have morning and afternoon shifts. So that is our volunteer portal in a nutshell. Obviously, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us. We can walk you through it, bring you into the shelter, and walk you through it in the volunteer area. There's a computer, and we would be happy to walk you through all of that directly on the computer. Thank you so much for volunteering with LAPS. We truly appreciate it, and we hope to reach out to you very soon.